Which conspiracy confirmed will destroy faith in our government? Almost 50 years since astronaut Neil Armstrong uttered, "There's one small step for a man and one giant leap for mankind," upon stepping upon the gray, dusty shores of our only natural satellite. The recent YouTubes rehash the argument that the moon landing was one big hoax. The Apollo project sent a dozen apostles to put their footprints on the desolate orb, bringing back soil and lunar rocks and tales from NASA that further expeditions were futile because nothing up there was worth fetching. 6 of the chosen 12 abdicated their loyalties to their employer, admitting extraterrestrial beings camping on the dark side of the moon told the American party crashers to go home and never return. In 1969, a most trustworthy president whom I voted for and liked, Richard Milhous Nixon, called by his friends Tricky Dicky, said we won the space race against the Russians and no need to waste taxpayer dollars in this heavenly pursuit. The Russians didn't bother because their scientists said it could not be done. Yes, I was 15 years old, enjoying the many moon parties, secretly wishing we did land on the moon, and was e pluribus unum, believing it was all staged in Hollywood, yet still feeling stupid admitting so. The evidence was overwhelming to even a moron that this feat was beyond the scope of a man who could not cure the common cold nor prevent so many space voyages since from tragedy. In spite of many foregone conclusions, the Warren Commission yielded upon the American people. 93% of Americans still believe that Lee Harvey Oswald did not act alone in the Kennedy assassination. 50 years later, many wondering if he had a part in it at all. 70 years after the UFO Roswell crash will not disturb the overall faith in our nation or government. However, beyond even the naysayers of the 21st century, the rest of us could not look up at the night sky at our sister moon in the same way if tomorrow we do learn that NASA admitted it was all a hoax. Yes, the trillion-dollar organization could give diddly squat about the science of space, but rather a dummy organization devoted to the advancement of nuclear weapons against our earthly enemies. The fact we had 9 U.S. presidents, including President Trump, sworn to divulge the truth about any conspiracy affecting the American people would irrevocably restore any confidence in this nation at all. Let it be said that this essay is only a plausible theory. We may have gone to the moon, and there was no magic bullet, and the flying saucer crash photographed was in fact a weather balloon. Our military leaders said it was. Until the extraterrestrial invaders come, which is supposed to happen later on this year, telling us otherwise, give old USA the benefit of the doubt and believe in the word of this nation. After all, our history books finally admitted that the Vikings, not Columbus, discovered America.